everybody. First thing I'm gonna be eating today, full day of eating. I'm vlogging too. I'm up in Morganton, North Carolina. Going hiking today, but I got the hotel for the night as well. So full day of eating with basically what I'm gonna be doing, eating and then hiking as well, essentially. So, and then whatever I'm eating after the hike, 'cause I'm gonna save a lot of food for after the hike as well. So, kind of like a travel edition / hiking edition, eating out edition, with a little bit of eating in, because I did bring like some, just basically fruits, some nuts. So a little bit of carbs essentially with the fruits, and then some nut sources as well. And I brought my organic Stonyfield Greek yogurt. I bought it in this thermos because it stays cold 24 hours. So I'm gonna take this with me on the hike as well as I got like beef jerky and stuff like that for the hike. But I'm gonna be planning everything out and show y'all what I'm having. But first thing, still starting the day off like I normally would with 212 grams of this Stonyfield organic Greek yogurt. Gonna try this for the hike as well. This will be the first time I ever be able to take my yogurt with me on the hike because of the thermos. So that's gonna be dope, new experience. But 212 grams of this to start the day like normal, like every other day. Is this super late because I didn't go to sleep until like 3 something. I've been up for a little bit, but 1:33. So normally I would already be having my second meal of the day. So I'm probably gonna eat a meal, do a little bit of computer work before I head out, and then I want to save my meals as close to the hike as possible. So about an hour away from the hike. So first thing, getting 20 grams of protein in through the Greek yogurt here. And just to show y'all too, I'm at 2,100 calories. I've been experimenting, going essentially the longest cut. I'm gonna experiment with a slower cut essentially, and I'm also the lightest I've ever been, the leanest I've ever been. So the cut, in that turn, I've lost as much, you know, the most fat I've ever lost essentially as well. So all that comes into play with you know, it taking longer because I've actually lost more fat than ever. So you know, that's what the physique's looking like. A little quick shot of the physique. First thing in the morning, like I said, I haven't eaten anything. I've barely drunk anything. Maybe I should do this so I can be better with the lighting. But just some natural lighting really quick. Real quick physique update, what we're looking like. Focusing on my face. Hopefully y'all can see the back there as well. I'm not sure the lighting's looking there, but that's what the physique's looking like. Today is the last day again on week 78. I've been doing a ton of traveling this week. I was up in Georgetown. Did a lot of stuff at the beach, helicopter rides, top golf, stuff like that. I was freaking having a blast. Drove from there, from Georgetown. So basically 5-hour drive up here to Morganton, North Carolina today. And going hiking today. And again, I got the hotel room tonight. I'm recording a vlog too, so I don't know what I'm saying in that versus this. So I mean, if I say the same thing, I'll just cut it. But getting the hotel room, staying tonight again for the hotel. Just got done with was weighing out a couple of the apples and basically just planning out the couple meals I'm gonna have. Basically the meal I have before I hike, and then basically a meal while I hike essentially, and basically just planning out the food. It literally took me maybe 5 minutes to plan it out, and then I planned out what I want for dinner. Like, it literally took me probably 5 minutes. And guess what? Like, my day is completely on track, and I have extra calories left over. That way I have, you know, wiggle room, you know, if I want to have another smaller meal to finish off my food at the end of the night, or I can have a little bit extra, you know, on the hike or something throughout the earlier in the day, and then still have a little bit extra left off, you know, to finish off my calories for the night. I always like to eat something right before bed, you know, always hit my macro goals and, you know, calorie goals, finish them off basically exact, you know what I'm saying? I always hit them basically exact, and then that's why you always want to leave a little bit extra food calories, at least a couple hundred calories. That way you can, you know, finish off if you need more carbs or more protein. You can finish them off, you know, in the right sources. It's time to hit the road, my people. As always, have my goals and everything with me. Got to put the memory card back in there. Gonna stop and get some water and some sunscreen. If I don't have sunscreen in my truck, but I definitely need some water. This is the last water I have, so I want to get, you know, at least half a gallon or something like that of water. I got the section, this baby, mountains in the sky. Mountains in the sky, baby. Got some more coming along. That's where we're heading to, baby. Linville Gorge. That's Table Rock up there. That you just saw that peak. That's where I hiked last month. Conquered that beast and a couple of the chimneys as well along that mountain range. Hawksbill will be kind of somewhat similar to that mountain range. Should be able to see Table Rock from the top for sure. There's a better shot of Table Rock from further off. I might shoot a quick edit and show y'all from the top what it looks like. Here we are, baby.
Or if you pretended not to know this.
I'll park
really
up.
Are subject to forgetfulness.
Trailhead's right here.
But they also pretend forgetfulness of many. Such vices delight them as being proofs of their prosperity.
Alright, everybody, just pulled up at the trailhead. It's back here behind me. You see that? So it is now 4:52. About to go ahead and eat my second meal of the day. So what I'm gonna do is basically finish off all the Greek yogurt that's in here. There's 229 grams in here. I'm just tracking it as 225, just for the fact that I'm probably not gonna be able to get all of it out of here. Just it's gonna be some stuck inside. So 225 grams of Greek yogurt. Gonna have 164 gram. Pre-weighed these out earlier. Whatever one's the biggest apple, organic gala apples. The yogurt is organic Greek Stonyfield yogurt. And then I'm gonna have one of these organic sushi noris. Okay, it's just a seaweed sheet. I'll show y'all just jam-packed with nutrition. And there's one thing about this, you can just take, it's like a damn near multivitamin, man. You can just take it with you, right? I mean, it's, look at all these nutrients in there. A little bit of trace minerals, a lot of stuff, but a ton of iodine for just one sheet. One sheet, just 9 calories, 1 gram of protein, a little bit under 1 gram of carbs as well, no fats. And look at this, you know, it's got some iron, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K out the ass, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, got some folate, we got some B12 and acid B12 as well, you know, plant source B12. I mean, you can just see, man, ton of nutrients there. So just gonna make sure my body's pumping with the nutrients. But I'm gonna eat the yogurt in the car and then basically just take the seaweed sheet with me as soon as I get out the hike, and just eat the apple as I start the hike as well. That way I'm not just gonna sit here and eat everything. So that's it for this meal. Next meal I don't know, I may show it on the GoPro or I may show it on the camera. Another reason I'm doing the Greek yogurt before the hike as well is because Greek yogurt, you know, any dairy source is going to be a more of a casein protein, so it's going to be slow digesting, meaning it's going to stick with me longer throughout this hike rather than, you know, like a chicken or like a whey protein type. Any really other source is going to be a lot more faster digesting, which is good. There's pros and cons of both, but when you're doing something more endurance based, it's better to have the more slower digesting with you. That way it's gonna be with you longer. You have more of those amino acids with you, you know, over the hours essentially. Get these joggers in black as well. Second link in bio. And all the KG clothing code merch. Merchy McMurcherson. Down. It's so windy up here. I'm enjoying the views off camera for a little bit. Then I'll probably go back down and eat. Oh shit, the wind blew me. The wind did blow me, you saw that. Everybody, just got done with a little photo shoot action. So basically, or video shoot, I'm gonna go back and get photos of it, but it's 7:39. So last time I basically got done eating, I ate about 5:15, 5:30 or whatever. So about 2 hours later, this was a super easy hike. So I hadn't been like worried about really trying to eat. Like my heart rate got up some on the way up, but never where I needed to stop or anything. Never got that intense. So anyway, got the food here, got my scale out, got the battery in it. So normally I would bring baggies and I would have stuff weighed out. Didn't bring my baggies with me this time. So what I'm about to do, first thing is going to be 26 grams of these lightly salted pistachios. So I'm just going to weigh that out there. And then I'm going to have 1.25 servings of this Strive beef jerky here. And 1.25 servings is going to give me 20 grams of protein. A little bit of fat, no carbs. Now check out these ingredients. These are the healthiest beef jerky I've ever seen in my entire life that I would say has no unhealthy ingredients. Every other one I've ever had and seen has garbage ingredients. So minimally processed, you see, nothing artificial, no MSG. So I'm like, shout out to them like crazy, man. I'm gonna be doing a whole video on basically all the beef jerky brands and all the ones to avoid and all the ones that you should eat. And honestly, this is the only one I've seen so far that I do give my thumbs up to health-wise that you should eat. All the other ones have a bunch of garbage ingredients in. So I'm gonna do 1.25 servings of this, so 28 grams plus 7 grams, and then 26 grams of this. And we're gonna have this 160 gram gala apple, and that's gonna be it for this meal. So I'm gonna sit here and eat, because since I don't have like a cup or anything, I meant to actually grab that from the hotel room, a little cup. I could have actually just weighed them all out and then ate as I went, but I don't have anything like to eat it out of. So I'm just gonna weigh it out real quick and just sit here and eat real quick. and you know, I'll eat the apple on the go, and I just had the spoon from earlier. So that's it for meal number 2. Meal number 3 is gonna be a big, nice, delicious meal, and I'll show y'all where. I'm super excited. Like, I'm looking forward to this meal like crazy. I absolutely love this combo when I go out to eat, and I'm not even gonna reveal it to y'all, but I'll say at steakhouses, I like getting these this combo, and also I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. Get nice and warm, have some nice warm food too. My hands are super cold. I've basically been going the whole time on the hike. Obviously I'm hiking and I'm looking and I'm taking videos and I'm pictures and I'm exploring. Like now, when I eat here, that's when I'm just truly just gonna zone the out and zone the in, dude, and just really just, you know, just soak in the nature and the being up here and just the silence. Well, there's some people talking. I hope they be quiet, shut up. So just soak in everything up here, man. Just the peacefulness of being on top of the mountain. Correction, I'm doing 1 full serving of these, so 28 grams, not 26 grams, 1 full serving. All right, there we are. There's the 35 grams, aka 1.5 servings. I will say, it actually smells pretty good. And just looking at it, it does look like it's not as processed for some reason. Like, it just doesn't look as dried out or something as other beef jerky. And it's not as thick and all, but here we go. Taste testing. So I didn't end up eating that apple, so I just ate the pistachios and the beef jerky. I'm really not that hungry at all. I'm just gonna save it for after I go eat this meal. That'll be something for my last meal, just to have a little bit extra calories in that last meal. Got it. Everybody, here we go. We are at Longhorns. So, I'm gonna do half a loaf of bread. I had the calories for a whole, but I'll be a lot lower in fats and stuff, and I just kind of rather save those rest of 332 calories left over, and I still have to adjust for what I'm ordering too, but I'm gonna have half the loaf, as much butter as I want, and I'll show y'all what I'm having for the main course as well. Been looking forward to this meal all day, man. And even last night I was gonna stop by a Longhorns, but I ended up being too late, so super looking forward to this meal. All right, here we go, my people. Got the 8-ounce sirloin, well done. White baked potato plain, got some salt here, which I actually may go get the salt out the truck, and then some ground cinnamon.
I have butter, so I didn't bring that.
That's 100% fine. That's 100% fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I actually am gonna finish off this whole other loaf. Then got the sweet potato plain, which is the ground cinnamon, and I'm gonna take a loaf with me to go as well. I'm not gonna eat, but I just wanna keep the loaf with me for either tomorrow or at home to eat. So this is what we're doing, man. Eating good in the neighborhood. Nice and clean, healthy, and delicioso. And just drinking water. So I'm gonna get everything weighed up here. That is a wrap, my people. Just a little bit of fat left over, some kind of weird little hard spot of the sweet potato, but freaking devoured all that. I'm taking that loaf with me, but devoured that. So delicious, super full. Only got a little bit of calories left over. Just some like a serving of nuts and some Greek yogurt or something. But I'll show y'all the specifics when I get back home. But super stuffed, so satisfied. Like, this is one of my favorite meals. One of my favorite meals, period, man. The steak with sweet potato with the white potato. Freaking delicious. I'll swing by the grocery store real quick and then heading back to the hotel. What I'm going to do now to finish off the calories, finish off the food for the day, let's pull over my Fitness Pal here. It's already 1:10, so I'm about to eat, get my clients ready for tomorrow, go to sleep and get up and hit it hard tomorrow, get some good productive work done. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is getting some productivity going, man. Alright, so let's see here what we got left over. I have to do some adjusting because when I went to the grocery store after Longhorn, I bought some Chobani Greek yogurt. The only reason I bought the Chobani is that, for one, they don't have the plain organic Greek yogurt, non-fat. They have, you know, the Food Line brand, they have Oikos, and they have Chobani. Chobani, my Food Line doesn't have, the Walmart doesn't have, so it's the one like I least would ever never have around me. So I'm just getting it just for the fact that it's a different one, and it's basically, I would say, just as healthy as the. It does say non-GMO ingredients, even though it doesn't have a non-GMO stamp of approval, non-GMO Project Verified or anything. But it does say that. But I would say it may be slightly healthier than Oikos. I'm not 100% sure. It may be similar. But the thing is, like I said, I normally in my Food Line, if the Walmart's out, I'll just get the Oikos. Or if the Walmart's out of the Faya non-GMO, then I'll get the Oikos. And my Food Line or the Walmart doesn't carry the Chobani, so that's why I got that, just to do a different one.
But generally I'm always going for the Stonyfield Organic Greek plain non-fat yogurt, but those are in the next 2 towns over back to where I live at. So I have to, when I make a trip to either one of those towns, I stock up on them. So let me adjust this really quick. All right, here we go. So just to finish everything off, I'm gonna have 3 grams of grapes. So basically gonna be 1 grape, 20 grams of Greek yogurt. I basically have very minimal stuff to finish off. 20 grams of the Chobani Greek yogurt, and then 25 grams of the pistachios. Okay, I hit very close with everything. At dinner with eating the whole loaf of bread and everything, like everything, I've hit super close. So that's gonna put me right at my target, 2100 on the button, dude. And full macros for the day. Basically 52 grams of fat is my goal every day. 150 grams of proteins are my goal every day, and then I always just let the carbs fall whatever they are. Sometimes it just adds up different with the different foods, but sometimes it's up. If I'm at home eating my regular, it's up around like 270, 280, even with the 52 and 150 for whatever reason. The foods just add up different. But that is it for this full day of eating, man. That's how, I always preach the best way to stay on. Like, I can literally eat like this the rest of my life how I eat, like, and just keep losing fat. But that's why it's so good of a system. I really teach my clients how to eat for their lifestyle, eat for their goals, and do it where they can do it for the rest of their lives, right? And really, even from the fat loss phase, really teach them how to make it as enjoyable as possible by eating the foods they enjoy and structuring out the best. Always say it's better to backload your food throughout the rest of the day. And again, I do have some clients who just do better. They like eating. They end up with too much food at the end of the day, so they do better with eating early in the meal. But I have to work with them. And again, everybody is different, but I do overall have seen the best success with eating smaller meals throughout the day. Make sure you're getting that protein in. And then at the end of the day, you have the big meal, and that's where you can have your ice cream. That's where you can have your pizza. That's where you can have your cinnamon rolls, your cookies, your cereal, whatever you want. The less filling stuff, the more tasty stuff, because it's such a big filling meal, you don't really notice it. But if you start using up a lot of your calories early in the day on like junk food that doesn't fill you up much, you're going to be a lot extra hungry, and that's going to make it really hard to stay on your plan there. So if you're interested in coaching, fill out the application. First application link in the bio, and we'll get you on the fast track to the results you want physically, mentally, and in your life. All right, I not only help you with your physical body, I help you with your mindset. I help you transform your life. Literally, I don't just transform people's bodies. I literally transform their lives, and I really teach you the knowledge and really teach you the right mental habits, the way of look at things that's going to carry you for the rest of your life. So after we get done working with each other, you're going to be able to keep the results and be able to keep making results for the rest of your life. And that's my main goal with all my clients.